This is the story of Justin Trudeau's $54 million ArriveCAN scandal. Everyone knows that Justin Trudeau's ArriveCAN app has been a total disaster.
The ArriveCAN app was meant to be a short-term measure.
A controversial app and your concerns about your constitutional rights.
With the ArriveCAN $54 million scandal, we see the government saying things that contradict the facts,
causing massive delays at our airports and costing our economy billions. More and more details are coming out every week, exposing a web of liberal corruption and lies. If you haven't been following, allow me to get you up to speed, because if you know the truth, I promise you, you'll be shocked and appalled. Let's start from the beginning. April 2020, ArriveCAN was first launched, but it didn't become mandatory until November of that year, requiring Canadians to submit their personal information through this shady app if they wanted to return to Canada after traveling abroad. The problems began popping up immediately. January of 2021, right off the bat, we found out that the app was actually tracking the location data of Canadians, as if the government needs to know where you're going. April 2021, we learned that Canadians living in places like Campobello Island in New Brunswick, who have to drive through the United States to get to mainland Canada, were experiencing massive delays thanks to the app. But it wasn't until the pandemic started to subside and Canadians began traveling again when ArriveCAN's problems began to become more noticeable nationwide. January 2022, countries around the world, such as Denmark, began to remove their pandemic restrictions. But what did Trudeau do? He doubled down. And, as you could expect, consequences soon followed. May 2022, Canadians started experiencing massive delays at our airports. For those of you who tried to travel this past summer, you remember it. Toronto's Pearson Airport was home to more canceled and delayed flights than any other airport in the world. But Trudeau still wouldn't back down. July 7, 2022, Trudeau's PHAC publicly threatened to fine people who didn't comply with ArriveCAN, showing just how committed Trudeau was to this app. He kept digging his heels in, even as experts said that the app was the cause of the delays. But at this point, it was causing more than delays. It was stranding Canadians abroad and essentially putting Canadians under house arrest. July 19, 2022, it was reported that a glitch in the ArriveCAN app stranded a group of Canadian scouts in Switzerland. July 27, 2022, a glimmer of hope. The Privacy Commissioner launches an official investigation into ArriveCAN due to questions surrounding the collection and use of personal information and data. August 12, 2022, it was revealed that the ArriveCAN app had put 10,000 Canadians under quarantine due to another different glitch. You would think that after all these problems and scandals, the government might admit that they're screwing up. But of course, they did the opposite. August 17, 2022, Trudeau's Transport Minister, Omar Alghabra, came out claiming that the app was not causing the delays, even though experts from the travel industry and business leaders were insisting otherwise. At this point, so much pressure was mounting on the Trudeau Liberals that they were basically forced to give in. October 1st, 2022, the Trudeau Liberals finally make the ArriveCAN app optional. Now, you may have noticed that the airport delays mysteriously disappeared after that, but that's got to be a coincidence, I guess, since Trudeau and Alghabra were so insistent that ArriveCAN was not responsible for those delays. But that's not the end of the scandals. In fact, it's only the beginning. October 17, 2022, a bombshell drops. We discovered that while the original cost of ArriveCAN was supposed to be $80,000, the app ended up costing you, the taxpayer, $54 million. The Trudeau government tried telling you that this staggering waste of money was normal, but that narrative didn't last very long. October 18th, 2022, just a day after the $54 million bombshell, tech experts naturally chimed in with their opinions. The conclusion? The $54 million app could have been developed for a measly $250,000. Not only that, but the government admitted that they were only considering contracts to a subset of capable people and organizations. So, who exactly were these capable organizations and where in the world did the money go? Well, we're starting to get some clues. October 20th, 2022. Just a few days after the cost of ArriveCAN was revealed, a tech company was supposedly paid $1.2 million to work on the app, despite not only admitting that they never did any work on it, but they also say they never received any payments to work on it either. November 14th, 2022, another company called GC Strategies was revealed to have been the single largest recipient of outsourcing work, but didn't actually help develop the app at all. After being handed $9 million from the Trudeau government, they outsourced their work to actual IT professionals and took a 30% cut for doing no development work at all. And now the Liberals are refusing to release the full list of contractors who worked on the app. The bottom line, we're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to find out what the Trudeau government did with your money, your data, and your privacy. We're going to find out which Liberal insiders got rich from the $54 million that was spent on this app. If you want to keep the momentum going, share this video to help spread the word. We're going to hold Justin Trudeau accountable, and we're going to do it together.